We recording? Okay. Hi everybody. I'm going to do a review of the Kraken case by Trident, which is not the same company as the gum, which is also very durable. The I didn't see any reviews on it. I saw some drop tests and things like that. But if that's what you're looking for in a review, just stop right here. Go check out something else over there, because I'm not going to take my phone and whip it out the window. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to throw it in the toilet. I'm not going to hold it out in the rain or stick it in a bucket of water. I'm not going to do any of that. I just want to talk about the case and the practicality of it, the way it feels, that kind of thing. First of all, here's the thing, and it's huge, but it's a big phone. You know, and Christopher Walken actually said, it's a great phone, its capabilities are vast. That's the Predator for my text notification. You know, get to the chopper and all that. The rubber tabs make the phone a little kind of bulky, and but I will say that they have saved the phone. I did drop the phone, and it went right on the corner, which is a bad spot, and it just went doo 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 doo, and it fell over, and it was fine. It was a waist drop, not like I didn't like. You know, people do the reviews and they take their phone, they're like, "Oh, I'm stupid," and they throw their phone. It wasn't that? It was just right off the waist. So it does make the phone a little big. It has a built-in screen protector, which apparently some of the models, it gets me every time, some of the models don't have. You have to apply a screen protector, so this kind of goes in the direction of the OtterBox by taking the screen protector, the hard piece of plastic that's already molded in there, and it's just, you just put it on. It's not the best, I guess, if you can see. I don't know, you can't see that, what's going on. Maybe if I unplug it instead of being a dork, you still can't see that. They show it clearly on the website, and I don't know why some people have problems with this. There's a bar that goes across the Samsung, the word Samsung. So you see like the top half of the Samsung. So if that's going to annoy you, don't bother. This whole top part is open. The plastic doesn't go into this top opening right here where your speakers are and all that stuff. It just covers this square. It has a built-in kickstand, which is very durable, and it doesn't rock when you put it down or anything like that. It's very, you know, it's a good sturdy chunk of metal. So as far as protection goes, the phone is good. Oh, there's also options. You can actually take this off and you can put it on, there's a thing you can put it on your bike, you can hang it in your car, or you can put it on a tripod. This kickstand comes off, which is kind of a neat feature. All in all, it's a good case for the money. I got it on Amazon for $25, and I will tell you, this is the best protective $25 case you're going to get. If I had to go up into the $50 range, I think I would be going with OtterBox or Ballistic. I haven't checked those two out, you know, in hand. I don't even think OtterBox is out yet. So you have nice. I'm going to turn that down because it's just going to crack me up the whole time. You have real nice port covers. You can't see that. I don't even know why I bothered. Nice port covers, and it does have the opening for the IR blaster, because this, you know, uses infrared, and you can use it as a remote control. That's all pretty cool. Let me tell you this. Now, I've dropped this phone 3 times, and thrice I have dropped the phone, and I have dropped the phone thrice because the clip is a little lacking. It has this. I am going to try to show you. There's a little tab. You can't see that there. Oh yeah, you can. That little thing looks like a T, and you can see how it's all chewed up. Yeah, that's because you have this. This thing is just a little clip, just a little tiny thing. It's not like the OtterBox and Ballistic have the big thing, you know, that covers the whole face. But it's kind of a trick to get it in there and just get it in that one little tiny hole. Then, you know, of course, it looks like you have a lightsaber attached to your belt, just because it's so cool like that. So it takes some doing to get that to really sit in there, especially if you're going to do the one-handed operation, because no one wants to do this all the time. That's annoying. So the thing about the clip is that, one, it doesn't really hold as well as I'd like, but also the thing is, if you go to this side, if you look at my right fat side, this is exposed. The face of the phone is exposed. So if you're doing you're pressure washing, or you're sanding something, or you're doing some woodwork, or you're spray painting, and all that stuff is in the air. There's no front protection for the phone. Of course, you have that camera there that we all use is the front-facing camera because we like to take photos of ourselves, usually more than anything else from what I gather on Facebook. Everyone's like, chicka, 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 look at me, look at me, look at me, somebody look at me. So there's no protection for the front of the phone, which I don't really like. I kind of like it, you know, an OtterBox snaps in, ballistic snaps into a whole face cover. So that I don't like. And the clip, it doesn't, it's just not good. It's just not a good quality clip. It's nice if you're, you know, you're a hiker or something and you want a nice durable case. That's what you want to do. You're a camper. Not if you're constantly in dirt, constantly, you know, you could be caught in a rainstorm at any minute. You're working outside, you're in dirt and dust and sand and paint and all this. It doesn't offer a lot of protection for that. Excuse me. And another thing I don't like is the camera. I haven't seen what OtterBox and Ballistic have done, again, but it's a nice recess to protect your camera, so when you set it down or if you drop it, the camera lens isn't going to get hit. But there's no protection of the actual camera lens. Now on my Photon, there was, the OtterBox provided a glass cover for the lens. So of course you had to clean it. You had to take it apart and clean it every now and then if your photos were getting fuzzy. But then I thought, well, you know, what could they do? Because the camera and the flash are just right next to each other. So how would they cover that in glass but not block the flash and have the flash come back at the camera lens? How would they do that? And I'm not an engineer or anything, but I thought a plug, just like they have these ports around here that pop out. I thought, what about a plug? You know, they make this a recess, but instead of having it bevel out, you know, it's just like a tube or something. And they put one of those sort of plugs here that you can pop out to take your pictures, because no one ever, like, you know, you're going to take a picture, right? If I want to take a picture, first I got to hit my power button, then I got to unlock the screen, and then I got to go to camera, and then I got to go cheese. All right, where's the cheese? And so, like, you know when you're going to take a picture. It's not like there's something, you know, flying by and you're like, it just doesn't work like that. You know you're going to take a picture. So why not one of those plugs that just covers the front-facing camera, and you just pop it off? You just like these ports with a little tab. It obviously would need to be a little bulky. I'm not an engineer or anything. I'm just thinking, because a lot of people buy this phone. This phone has a 13 megapixel camera, and a lot of people buy this phone because it has a 13 megapixel camera, and you don't want that scratched, and you don't want dust flying at that and scrubbing around on that. So I don't see why there couldn't just be a little rubber plug that just covers the camera lens, and when you want to take a picture, you just pop it off. I don't know. That would be my thought. So as far as protecting the phone, it's pretty good for drops, which I've encountered. But the only reason I've dropped the phone is because the clip isn't that great. The corners, I understand it can be a little offensive to your hand and to your eye, these corners, but they do the job as far as protecting the phone, which is why you're buying it. And if you pick this up for $25 off of Amazon, best case you'll ever find for $25 for the new Samsung Galaxy S4. I still might wind up buying either an OtterBox or a Ballistic because I really like that full protection against the face of the phone. I don't like water spraying in there or sand going in there or dust, and your speakers aren't covered. You know, your speakers, you can get a lot of dust and stuff in there. So with that front-facing cover, you're not going to get that, or you're going to get a lot less of that. So all in all, it's a good case. I would go, if I had like 100 stars, because 5 stars is lame. If I had 100 stars, I would probably give this like 80 stars out of 100. But it's just not everything I could want in a protective case. So 80 out of 100 stars. 80%. It's a solid pass, but, you know, could be better. And it's a little difficult to get on and off. It's a little weird. I know they're supposed to stay on, but I mean, it's like I was trying to get the phone in there, and then I wanted to clean the phone, but I don't want to take the case off because it was just annoying. So that's my real quick review of the Trident Kraken case for the Samsung Galaxy S4. Hope it helps you in your purchases, and you know, you're more qualified when you go and buy a case for your phone. If you're going to get down and dirty all the time, I don't recommend it. If you're going to get casually dirty, sure, it's great, and especially for 25 bucks, you're not going to find anything better than that. In the $50 range, I would go with one of the other two big boys, OtterBox or Ballistic. So I hope it helped, and to all you people who watch my kilt reviews, I told you I was going to get skinnier. Didn't I promise? Okay. All right. You guys have a great day. Or you personally, you right now watching this, you have a fantastic day on me.